I can cut it from the inside, but it's gonna be a fucking pain in the dick. Gonna cut the rest of the front bottom off. Ugh. Grab a little drinky. You like Baileys? This is almost out.
Gone, huh?
These glass installers, man, they make this look easy.
Yeah.
It ain't. Holy
I've
heck.
taken him out. I put windshield in it.
All right, so front windscreen is gone. Now I gotta clean up all this glass before it gets into the vents and all over the place, and basically clean up all this shit. So I'm just gonna be running the vacuum, nothing too fancy. So, So I recorded the window and all that coming out, but for some reason GoPro wasn't having it. So, but the window's gone. I could do this. Ha ha! Ho, 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 ho. Coolest magic trick, huh? So, and then we also took the porta jack or power jack, whatever the fuck it is, got up underneath the roll cage and started bending this out a little bit. So it's not factory spec, but it's near factory spec, which means we'll borrow the window off the other one over there, give it the old Yuri thing, and then slap it back on there. And hood still works, all that. Now, the next step that I did, that I had recorded, but like I said, GoPro just wasn't having any of my shit. We took off all the bent parts. And this front fender, because it's gonna be a pain in the ass. But we got the parts we need in. The front wasn't too bad, slightly bent, but the rear, oh my God, let me get in here and show you. Ow. There was a little bit of bendage. Yeah, that's supposed to be straight. That's and then there's the strut right there from the rear. As you can see, it's a little little bent. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. We got all that off the rear end and off the front, and all the parts are in. So in theory, once all this goes back on there, she will drive again. She was already driving the way it was. She was just a little wobbly. So, yeah, let's get to it. Let's do a little bit of unboxing. I don't know where my razor blade went. I think it's in my car. But here is, oh man, gooey already. Ugh. I didn't even touch anything, well, besides the inside parts. This is the tool I use to get the window out the rest of the way. You stab it in there, and then you pull on this. And yeah, it was a lot better than the cheese cutter and the isolating power tool. Oh my God, it's Christmas. Hey. See, they were supposed to be straight. Those other ones, they are... Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's what happens when you flip a car. Yeet. And you know what, guys? It's not bent. Do not remove under penalty of law. Highly compressed spring. Refrain from removing nut. Injury or casualty may result. Okay. So, whatever you do, do not take off that nut. You just can't. go see if we can find the appropriate socket, even though I put both nuts up in there already. They're dangling out enough. You could probably get to them. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Ow. Oh, there's glass. No, not again. But I cleaned up all that shit. All right, for reference, top's the old parts, bottom's the new parts. I'm just a little concerned. One is a little bit longer, but the design of the bottom one of the top's a little bit different. And it had this ball bearing on it for a sensor that's in there that's no longer going to work because it's annihilated. But this looks completely different from this, so I'm hoping this works out. If not, bad things are gonna happen. That one's gotta go in. Do I have the wrong sides on? No, they were both the same length, roughly. They're the same part. The same part. One's just gotta go in. Oh, I forgot about this heat shield bullshit. Look at this. So, one's all the way up in there, and the other one's right here. Here's the heat shield. I cut it a little bit, and then there was also this big chunker of a wire that was in the way. Like, what the you know? Okay. Well, that was a pain in the ass, and I'm pretty sure I almost just cut the tip of my finger off. Thank God I have a fingernail, otherwise this little doohickey be missing a little something. Anyway, yeah, don't stick your fingers where parts need to be and are under high tension. So, bars are on, new bars. Ho-ho, looks pretty straight. Struts on. Now I just gotta do my sway bar link, which is this doomajiggy. The last one I don't think was bent. As a matter of fact, let's take a gander. I think I have that laying around somewhere. Ah, here it is. But the nut heads were sheared off on the top one. The bottom was still connected, so this was just kind of dangling there. But oh yeah, no, it is bent a little. You can't you probably can't see it, but yeah, it's got a little bit of a bend to it, so whoops. Right on, easy. Right there, I tell you what. Right there. La, 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 la. I think the sway bar is bent, but I don't know. Get the nut on there. I hate these goddamn things. You gotta put a frickin', what size is this? A 5 frickin' metric. So you gotta hold on to it like that, and then you gotta use a 15mm wrench to turn it. Now, I think I have one of the ratcheting ones laying around, but I couldn't find it, and I'm not hunting it down, so we're just gonna turn this till it's tight-ish, and then we're gonna have to get that to OE torque specifications, which they don't supply you with the torque specifications, so I'm gonna have to look it up in the manual. But we'll do that after the test run. So once that's on, the rear end is good to go. I can put the tire back on, and then I'm going to move back over to the front. That just needs a shock and then drive parts. So we'll pick that up when I'm dilling around with that shit.